36-го столу приглашается Михаил Золотарева Снежана. Михаила Золотарева, 36.
Станового Анастасия, Борисенкова Алина, стол номер 34. Well, we're live again with a match of your selection, I would say, guys. That is Sanjin Pehlivanovic versus Shane and Boening. Hello guys watching us from every part of the world. And US of A. First of all, of course, there are many fans who are watching their players in the process of preparation for the Moskovny Cup. You see, we got our brand scoreboard, which is no doubt a little bit better than the original one. So I hope you won't be questioning anymore what is the race to, because I admit that for the former scoreboard, like this digit was hardly visible. Shane looking very good in the opening rack of this match. So he takes the lead. Yeah, thank you, Joey, for the comment about the break, because this was the part I had to miss. Shane made 5. Well, once again, there is no need to be breaking that good. Only one ball will do. Because like all of a sudden, when you make too many balls on the break, you could end up with a funny position and no many options. Well, just to remind you, this is the loser side of the bracket, so this is the last chance to get to the single elimination. Is also involved in one of the streaming tables versus Valeria Grushevskaya, a local former junior female player. And the score is 1-0 in favor of Duel there, I think. Billy Thorpe is also. Also in action versus Mickey Krause from Denmark, and Tyler Steyer is facing Daniel Macio, the junior player from Poland. Pretty solid play from Sanjin so far in the second rack of the match. Shane just sitting over there in his chair, trying to keep concentration. And of course waiting for his chance. Well, first of all, he's breaking the next track. Well, the winner of this match will face Nikos Ekonomopoulos of Greece in the last chance round. And this is the last round for this will be the last round for today. It's 6 a.m. Moscow time, like in 2 hours from right now. And we would have made a poll for you once again, but well, obviously we don't have all of the list of the opponents, only half of them. So no polls at the moment. Run out from the Bosnian. Shane's breaking slightly to the right side of the table's axis. Just enough force to drive the 9 ball to the side pocket. And does he get the shot on the 2? Doesn't look like so. At least looking at Shane's face, I can tell that he is not very happy about this one. And it's even hard to tell looking from the overhead camera. Well, probably the cut is there. Shane's opponent is from Bosnia and Herzegovina, ex-Yugoslavian Republic. Well, no cut on the 2, and the containing safety by Shane Van Boening managed to keep the 2 ball frozen on the foot cushion. And using 10 and 7 as a blocker. Actually, it is the 7. Just a kind of a swerve shot is needed here for Sanjin. I don't get the reason why we don't have the scores updated in the brackets. Well, that's a little issue from on the organizers' side. So sorry about that. Well, instead of doing the swerve shot, Sanjin went for the kick and missed it. And missed it by pretty much. Well, with ball in hand in this position, Shane is odds on to make another run out. Just needs to draw closer to the 3, gaining enough angle. Yeah, and he had to go to the middle of the table because he is right-handed, and that long rail is suitable for the left-handed player only. not sure if he needs to be straight in on the 5. Just going probably to the short rail and off it, yeah, like that. Keeping an angle on the 6, a little bit steeper probably. He needs to control the cue ball perfectly. But going 2 rails across is okay in this position also. And just if he goes 2 rails route, he will have the position enough to drift from the 7 to the 8. The only thing he needs is just getting on the right side of the 7 ball. Well, Sanjin Pehlivanovic got a surprise loss facing the young Ukrainian player. Like, I think he's only 19 years old, Sport. Like, not the performance you expect from multiple junior European champion. Sanjin, I mean. Oh my. Shane took the risk of sending the cue ball towards the 10 ball, and now he is hooked. Well, thank you, Kimberly, for your comment about commentary volume. I'll try to gain it up just a little, because no more extra room for this one for me here, and no more room for error for Shane and Boening at the table. Well, got a pretty nice result from this attempt. The 7 is playable to any of the corner pockets, but it sits like too deep, in my opinion. And of course, just watch all this distance, like 8 feet for sure. Well, that is something to think about for Shane, because at this angle, even if he manages to cut the 7 in, the cue will go at least 3 rails, so he needs some extra power, or just maybe a bank shot, a bank to the corner pocket with a draw for the 8. Nicely done. The Bosnian scratches on the break. That's a mistake you should not commit in any match, let alone in a match versus Van Boening. Ball in hand in such position, and once again SVB is in command here. It's all square between Ralph Suke and Vladislav Šopik so far. Looking at the other matches going on. One apiece. Corey Dewar, I think, is leading 4-0 over the female ex-junior player. So he's, I think, because of every chance to win and proceed to the next round. Well, in this position, Shane has to take care of not contacting the 7 with his deep draw. Just draw it quite enough. Oh, he managed to avoid any rail contact with a very soft touch. In and out for the 7 and just the same probably on the 9. One prefers to go down on the cue ball. At least it looked like that at first sight, and like Jeremy Jones was telling yesterday, nowadays the majority of pro players, they aim below the cue ball even if they're going to hit it above. And you rarely see the opposite approach, like aiming on top and then striking it below. Well, it's good for Shane now. He didn't let the cue ball travel that far because the cue ball's path was leading towards the side pocket. Yes, the angle was a little bit steep, but once again, that's a regular shot for a pro player or even for a seasoned amateur. And this is the one that you should practice once in a while to be proficient in these kinds of shots when the last ball of the rack stays like in the racking area. As for the sound issues, guys, well, I've been told you are expected to have the commentary only in one channel, either be it left or right, but the sound of the event should be in both channels. The background noise, yeah. Well, so Shane is up 3-1 once again. A formidable break here. Like made 4 balls. And it's good that 4 and 3 are not switched. Because like shooting the 1, he can stay on this part of the table. There is no need to come up with anything funny. very nice position. The cue ball goes past the 10 and the 4. And a little draw shot, I suppose, here for the 8. Well, Shea doesn't want to mess with any kind of draw shot. Goes 3 rails around for the stop shot on the 8 ball. More of a stun shot than a stop. The 10 is down. Shane is up 4-1 in a race to 8. And it looks like Sanjin Pehlivanovic takes his timeout, trying to, hoping to change something. It is his break coming up. Well, finally I've got the scores updated on the bracket. Billy Torp is down 2-3 to Mickey Krause. And we have 5 wrecks already played between Corey Duell and Valeria Trushevska, 5-0 lead. Konstantin Stepanov is in stroke, like leading over Mark Nagy from Estonia, and if Konstantin manages to beat one Estonian guy, he will face another one. Denis Grabe is waiting for the winner of this match. Okay guys, you have just seen, I hope, our teaser for the next event by ABN Billiards. It is the Dream Challenge, Team USA versus Team Russia. Coming up also on Facebook Live, September 23rd to September 25th, so please be with us there. Well, 2 balls on the break for the Bosnian. A very nice position of the cue ball, relevant to the 1. And the blue 2 is sitting there, like invitingly. There's also a combo on the 6 from the 3. The position from 5 to the 7 also should not be very hard. Just has to go rail first with this shot, maybe just to get enough angle of the cue ball rebounding from the object ball. Well, here goes the combo now, and it was a very well calculated shot by Sanjin. He managed to position the 3 ball also in a very good way. And this is the matter not to be forgotten when you play any kind of a combination shot. So you not only need to pocket the second ball of the combo, but also take care about the first ball, because of course it will be the one you play position for your next shot. Just a smooth draw needed here to get a nice little angle on the 7. And now a kind of a drag shot. Just hit it slightly below in order for the cue ball to lose all of this action applied by the player, all of this effect for a nice position on the 8. Gets a good angle for another stun shot to get the cue ball drifted towards the cushion and off for the perfect position, straight shot on the 10. Well, you see, Pehlivanovic is very well prepared for this event actually. Producing one run out after another. And just maybe it is the safety play where Shane is more experienced than his current opponent. Because like when it comes to pocketing balls, I think Sanjin is almost as good as everyone here. Great cue ball control by Shane Boening on this break, and he managed to avoid any kicks from the object balls, so the cue ball stays perfectly. Once again, 4 balls on the break. It was like 5 in the opening rack of the match. 4 and another 4. So you see, Shane must have figured out the break for the main TV table pretty perfectly. I could have landed on both sides of the 4 ball in this position play, because the 5 is very well available to both corner pockets of that long rail. Well, I'll tell you what, if Van Boening continues to break like he is doing right now, Sanjin might be in trouble. Tyler Steyer gets a 3-rec lead over Daniel Mansell. It's 3-0. Billy Thorpe is back in the lead also. And Ekland Kaci versus Dimitrios Loukatos. Albania versus Greece. Well, this is not very pacey match. I would say only 2 recs played so far. And it is 1-1. Well, I think Kaci has just made the winning ball of the 3rd rec. Well, let's take a look at if the timeout Sanjin took can make any impact. Well, obviously not very happy with the results of this break shot. He didn't get a shot on the 1. At least it is the way it looks from our commentary booth. Maybe he can just see some part of it. Yeah, probably the right part of the yellow one is well available. Not so sure about the left one for the combo on the 8. And actually, with the way the 5-ball sits, it's a good thing to try to make the 3 off the 5 in order to reposition this ball, because these balls hanging over just beside the side pockets in this fashion can always be dangerous. Yeah, the second hit of the cue ball on the 1 makes the double contact and gets a roll. Shane quickly makes the call, 1 to the corner. Didn't have his jump stick prepared, obviously due to the reason this is the first shot of such a kind in this match for Shane. Some chicken wing technique Shane uses for jump shots. And makes it very clean, as if there were no obstacles at all. Well, right now the 2-ball goes off the 6 if he wants, and probably at the same time the 2 can just brush the 5 a little enough for the orange 5 to come up off the cushion. Yes, calls the ball to the side. Oh, the pocket is very well available without need to contact the 6 though. Well, seems like Shane was not very much bothered with the position of the 5 ball I was talking about earlier. Well, with this kind of angle on the 3 ball, he cannot keep the cue ball too close to the cushion. Very nice touch required here. Deep and soft drag shot. Kind of a little draw. But the stroke cannot be too deep, or the cue ball will follow the tangent line more and the angle will change. So after all this consideration, Shane decided to come up with a very spectacular shot, although the object ball doesn't find the pocket. Well, now that's a tough decision for Pehlivanovic. Not only because the position is pretty tough, but also because he will have to deal with any kind of a combination shot on the 8. Of course, he could also play the 3 to the side pocket, but well, this cut angle is not as preferable as the combo. And where the 3 ball is going to end up once again? No success on pocketing, but once again a lucky roll for Pehlivanovic. And another jump shot from Boening. He was successful with his first attempt in this rack. Adds some extra length to his jump stick. And once again, that's brutal. Well, obviously doesn't like the result where the cue ball ended up. No way he can bank this cross side. Because of the double hit, I think. Well, one option is trying to possibly use the 8 ball as a blocker, driving the 5 towards the opposite short rail. Well, Shane decided to keep this simple and just reposition the 5 up to use the 6 ball. Well, that's a tricky one. Sanjin can use the left point of the side pocket actually to make the legal contact. He needs to hit the cue ball with enough speed for the 5 to go to make the cushion contact. Just like that, but he hit it too thin. He was hoping for the thicker contact so that the 5 goes towards the 10. So there is no open shot left. Well, right now Shane can make the bank and he makes the call. Table length, bank on the 5 for Ben Boening. Very nice. Ooh, and the 7 ball rattled in the corner. That's the first mistake by Shane in this match when it comes to ball pocketing. The 7 sees pretty deep, and as some of you might know, there are diamond tables with an even deeper pocket shelf. Well, here luckily for Sanjin he can make the contact rail first, but the English didn't grab as much as he wanted, and now he messed with the 9. Oh my. Well, right now in order to make the 8 he's got to reach for the short stick or come up with any kind of a zigzag shot, which of course is a low percentage one. So right now, when we're playing with these rules, we shall allow jump sticks. Jump shot is the only way to go. Oh, the contact is there, but the cue ball finds the side pocket. 3 balls with ball in hand for Van Boening. Yeah, well, of course, Sanjin got pretty unfortunate with that roll on the 9, but in first hand, I think he misjudged this shot a little bit. Could have easily sent the cue ball by another path, avoiding any of these object ball kicks. Well, Corey Duel is on the hill, leading 7 racks to 1. And I think it's 4-3 in favor of Ekland Kaci over Dimitris Loukatos. Billy Torp is trailing. Mickey Krause is a Danish junior player. And already pretty solid one. Not so much of a cue ball control by Van Boening on this break shot. still manages to sink 3 of object balls. And he will have to send the cue ball 3 rails around. Well, once again, a pro player of Shane's caliber knows it for better, and of course, unfortunately, I don't have that much of a view from our commentary booth. At first sight, the angle on the one looked too steep to be able to hold the cue ball, but Shane proved the opposite. Well, with some mistakes we've seen from Pehlivanovic in this match, right now with this scoreline, Shane is a heavy favorite for the win. Once again, the winner of this particular match is going to face Nikos Economopoulos. Alright, Shane Van Boening is on the hill. Now all Sanjin has to do is try to run out and then hope for some mistakes by Shane, at least 3 times. That is very unlikely to happen. Well, using some body as well as rapid hand movement and almost scratched in the corner. And of course, no opening shot in this rack for the Bosnian. The push-out option is always there. And actually this is the way to go. But where to roll out, given that Shane has made 2 spectacular jump shots already? So just leaving a jump shot is hardly an option. I suggest leaving a kick, but such a kick that eliminates any kind of a jump shot. Just maybe rolling towards the 10 and the 6 for the 2-ball kick, 2-rail kick, sorry. Just try to position the cue ball near the 10. And then there is a 2-rail kick to the side. I think no way Shane is going to give it back. Well, Van Boening produces a very nice safety, using the 6 and the 10 as the blockers. Very fine touch. Delicate cut on the one. foul shot. Well, I'm a bit surprised Shane is trying to play this kind of shot from small area. Doesn't need to travel very far. Just a two-rail route will do for the position on the four ball. And does get a perfect angle on the 5. To go two rails across, back and forth. Oh, once again, Shane proved me wrong. No need to go two rails. And three rails around the table, from the 9 to the 10. Just a follow shot will do here. Okay, guys, the match is over. Shane Boening is through to the next round, and I'm not sure he will be featured in our next match, only for the reason that we cannot place, like I think according to the regulations, no player can play two matches in a row on the same table to keep it fair for everyone. So I don't think that Shane Boening versus Nikos Ekonopoulos is going to be our featured match, but let's see. Once again, like I told you, we don't have all the bracket for the next round full yet with the matches of this round. There is a need to finish them first. Well, the next round anyway is scheduled at like 6. It's still 1 hour to go. So please, like, be back in a half an hour or maybe in an hour. See you later.